managing these parasitic weeds. It's high fecundity and very asynchronous seed germination until and unless they get the chemical signaling compound from the host plant, they will not germinate. And there are so many problems. I'm not touch upon these agronomical issues here. And of course, the management of striga needs an integrated approach. Of course, we have host plant resistance. Hardly there are any hosts which is resistant for these parasitic weeds. And the cultural practices, of course, the rotation of the crops. We can try to mask the growth of these parasitic weeds. And very popular among the farming community presently is the chemical herbicides. Of course, they use both the pre and the post-emergent herbicides. And coming to the biological control, very less work has been conducted. So with this background, we have initiated a work at Dharwad, and this is the basis for our investigation. This is the paper, the rhizosphere communication of plants, parasitic plants with EM fungi. And if you just know the concept of this paper, so the host plant releases a lot of signaling compounds. Whenever there is stress for the phosphatic fertilizers, so some of these striga and other parasitic weeds, they got a mechanism. They try to hijack the signal and they germinate and colonize and reduce the growth as well as yield of the host plants. So this is the principle or the concept of this paper. With this, we have initiated a work in Dharwad. So when we had a survey of northern Karnataka, and we could see there are many farmers, they have stopped cultivating sugarcane. There are a lot of barren fields, and because of the striga menace. And of course, we also could find some patches of healthy sugarcane fields. So we have isolated the mycorrhizal fungi, and also we have collected some soils from the striga infested soil for our further screening work. So these are all the basic tools in isolation of the mycorrhizal fungi. I will not touch upon this thing. Based on the morphotype, the individual single spore was isolated and they were characterized. And you can see based on the, this is a conventional approach for the identification of the mycorrhizal fungi, and we could identify nearly 16 species, but the majority of them are belonging to the glomus species, and they were subjected for screening in the pot experiments as a host as a sugar cane. So this is the methodology we have followed in microcosms. And next, and what we could observe is wherever we have applied the mycorrhizal fungi, there are particularly some of the isolates like USD AMF 2, 5, and 9, and 12. There were no emergence of striga in the microcosms. So you can see the striga emergence on 60th day after planting of sugarcane. It has reached, and up to 1/20th day, the maximum striga emergence was recorded in the pot experiments. So you can see the suppression of the host plant by the striga, and you can see the very minimal growth of the sugarcane plants compared to the where we have inoculated this mycorrhizal consortium. Okay, so this is the picture reveals that. And coming to the root biomass, also have been affected, the root volume and the biomass. So in uninoculated control, there is more of parasitism with the striga was recorded. And when we did a metagenomic approach to study the community of this mycorrhizal fungi, we could get this OTU like glomus and diversicola and glomus species were found, and they were found to be more than 99% homology with the already deposited sequences. And yeah, so this is about that. Then suddenly we thought that we should take this forward to the farmers' fields, because So before taking this technology to the farmers field, because farmers they do apply a lot of herbicides, so we wanted to screen all our mycorrhizal strains, native strains, for the tolerance against herbicides. So we did a small experiment and we have screened all the commercially available herbicides and we screened our native mycorrhizal fungi. And this is a small technique we have adopted. We have used cellulose acetate membrane filter paper and we have sandwiched the spores and we have drenched the as per the package of the herbicides. So next we studied the